Hello everyone, V the Amazing Greek here. Today we're continuing with our Essential Zombie Gear series. Today we'll be discussing gloves. Gloves are very important in a situation where we don't have the medical help that we would typically have in a world where things are very dirty, a lot of contamination. A simple thing like this occurred to me the other day. All I was doing is tightening a nut on a bolt, and it wasn't a situation where I was tightening and my hand slipped. I was tightening the bolt, and in the location I was at, there was a square piece of metal, and as I was coming up, the corner of that simply dug into my hand about a penny's worth deep, maybe a ½ inch wide, and that right there in a post-apocalyptic world could turn septic. I could get staph, get infected. That could potentially cause death, if not the loss of my hand. In a zombie apocalypse, that's a death sentence. The next time I go into battle, after repairing something or getting a cut like this, if I go with a mace or a tool and I get splatter, blood spray, infectious fluids in here, I'm a dead man. So, we're going to discuss gloves. This is a pair of typical work gloves. These are designed to give you a little bit of protection from powders, liquids a little bit, but allow you to manipulate like fine screws, things like that. They have a little bit of a grip. Someone might think that when using a tool, you know, this is a good glove to have because it won't slip. Yeah, but see, as the glove is on my hand, I can see the skin underneath. All it's got to do is stretch. That is not what we want. This is basically useless as a protective glove. Next thing we have is the mechanics type gloves. These aren't too bad. They've got the Velcro strap wrist. My favorite one, the one that fits the best, is the Series 2.5. Those have an amazing, man, they just fit so awesome, but I can't find them anymore. I don't know if they quit making them. These are okay. These will protect your hands a little bit. In a situation where like I got this cut, it's awesome. You protect it against basic scrapes and cuts. The fluid that you might encounter stays on the outside, so anything you have underneath cuts, which should be taped up, it'll protect you from that. A good leather palm, so it's going to last for a little while. I go through a pair of these in my work, climbing ladders, messing with metal. In a couple, 3 months, I'm through with them. I have to get another pair. So this ain't too bad if this is what you can get your hands on. Like I said, the leather palm's good. Once they start to break down, though, you get little nicks in them. It doesn't take long with a lot of use for these to break down. So this is not too bad. That's a starter glove if that's what you got. It's not going to offer a lot of protection in way of if your hand gets in a bad situation, a bite or anything like that. It's probably right through this. A knife slash. I've sharpened knives and swords before wearing a pair of these to protect me, and I've cut right through the fingers from having the knife so sharp, and I just glide across and it cuts right through it. So they are what they are. They're intended for mechanical work. If you're working, this is a good pair to have. If you have an apocalyptic vehicle set up and you're traveling place to place looking for supplies, you want to have these to work on your vehicle. You don't want to be like me. I don't typically wear gloves when I do work like that. I bang up my knuckle and stuff. In a situation we're in now where everything's kosher, that doesn't matter. I can put a little triple antibiotic on that, and I'm good to go. But post-apocalyptic, you should have this just for working on your vehicles or tool maintenance, weapon maintenance. Good thing to have. The next type of glove, like the railroad worker gloves, what I call them because of the stripes. It's a better glove. Got good leather. Now, fine manipulation, putting little nuts and bolts together, you're not going to do this with this glove. That's not what it's intended for. This, when you're moving pieces of steel around, maybe you have your axe, your hatchet, you're in the woods chopping and stuff, you know, clearing trees, brush, getting firewood, whatever you're doing. This will stop you from getting splinters. It's going to stop you from letting a broken branch or maybe a nail puncture right through your hand. You know, you're walking through a building or something, brush your hand against broken glass, against nails. pieces of bent metal, this will protect your hand. This is very good right here. Good glove to get, not very expensive. You can get these at convenience gas stations, mini marts. They sell gloves like this. My next type of glove is an all leather medium duty military glove. This is what the U.S. Army uses, medium to light duty. Let's see, light duty. Okay, we'll call it light duty. These gloves last for years. And the good thing about these gloves is they have the reinforced palm right here. They're also good for gripping tools, weapons. But again, you're not going to have that fine motor control of putting little things together. That's not what they're for. These will protect you climbing down ropes and stuff. You have this added layer of leather so that it absorbs some of that heat, maybe sliding down ropes, trying to climb ropes. This glove's okay. The glove I want to get next, I have a modification in mind. I'm going to get the welder's gloves. Now, welder's gloves are very thick leather. They're very heavy duty. They're made to withstand, when welding, the molten metal falling on you, burning in your skin, and hurting you like that. Now, with that said, when I get the welder's gloves, again, no dexterity in the fingers to do any kind of fine motion. You can grab things, you can swing things. It's a good combat glove, so it's going to protect you. Any brushings against teeth, sharp objects, you're good there. Now, what I have here, and this is the intention of why I want to buy the welder's gloves, is I made a set of greaves a few years ago. And these were designed to protect the arms. And it's two pieces of metal that I've hammered out round. I cut the shape out, hammered them out round, and then on the inside I made a leather joint so that they could open and close. I just took a piece of leather and put the rivets. But what I want to do is, the welder's glove typically has a cuff down to here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to disassemble this. Well, actually I don't have to disassemble, I just got to take these parts off the straps. And I'm going to actually affix it to that glove. Then I have the beginnings of a gauntlet. So my hand I'll have able to move, but my wrist area here will be completely protected. My arm, complete forearm, will be protected. And I have two sets of these, so I'll get the welder's gloves. I've got rounded out metal that I've hammered out, and I will affix them to the cuffs of the welder's gloves, and that'll give me good protection. Then after that, I'm going to lace the top of those gloves with some chainmail that I've made. I need to show you guys how to make this. I'll make a quick video showing how to make the mandrel, which is the tool to roll out the chainmail, and then how to assemble it. And then once you know how to do that, I mean, you can make just about anything. You're only limited by your imagination. There's a lot of information on the internet about how to do chainmail, but that's another video. So, you want to have some gloves. You need to protect yourself. Like I said, little half-inch cut, a penny's worth deep, you're dead. You get infectious fluid, you're dead. A lot of blood splatter when you start cracking skulls open, when you know, blunt force trauma, making cuts. That's a piece of essential gear you need to put in your pack, have ready for that fateful day. And I thank you for watching.